it now at the top in the upper left corner.
Just says live for me. Oh,
live.
It's live,
Yep.
11
Zero-
seconds,
yep.
12.
Now I see it. Okay.
I do. Yep.
Okay, cool. So use that
What's
as your
up?
reference.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys want to give this a go and just kind of have some
Do
fucking
it.
fun? All right.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Here we go. It's time for Side Scrollers on YouTube.com with me, Stuttering Craig. People are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You got a goal? Go get it. And producer extraordinaire, Travis Key.
Hi, guys.
Co-hosted with some of the most talented friends from around the internet. And brought to you by you, the G2 community at patreon.com/sidescrollers. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. Who's gonna
What's
go?
going on?
Yes,
I'm
sister.
Okay.
I go, Babs. You go. No, you go.
Oh, me first. Okay, hi
Yeah, you
everybody. I'm
first,
happy
Vlad.
to be here. I'm a Nintendo normie.
And I am Adam Krigler. As you can see down below, I am the best gamer of the group, undisputed. Don't listen to any of these fools. It's true, right, Trav? You can vouch
And-
for me.
I'm Trav. You guys know me. I am Trav Keys.
Nice. I'm already having fun with the audio over here. Good to see you guys. Thanks so much for joining us with the most entertaining gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. We are here ready to rock your fucking faces off. Here we go, guys. It's good to see you. Blabs, how are you?
I'm exhausted. I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy since it's launched on the 7th, and I've been doing nothing else but sleeping, working, and playing. So I'm excited.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes and no. As a big Harry Potter fan, I see like a lot of lore breaking, and I'm like, no.
Uh-oh.
So yes and no. It kind of reminds me a bit like I've heard it sounds like Elden Ring and God of War. So I'm like, okay, was a bit weird. But I haven't finished the game
Wow.
yet, so I can't give a yes or no on like if I actually really like it a lot. If I
Well, it's exciting
recommend it.
because when we actually debut the show on Wednesday, you're going to give us your full in-depth Blabs
I want to be
review.
done by then. Yeah,
Well, even
I'm
if
on the
you're not-
grind.
Even if you're not done, you can you'll have a pretty good understanding of what you like about it. I mean,
Yeah, but if the storyline is bad, then I'm like, the plot is so important. Like when it first started, I was like, this is kind of weird. You're starting off as a 5th year in your first year at Hogwarts.
With Harry
It's just-
Potter fans, it's
Yeah, that means
story
nothing to
is
me.
real important.
Yeah, the lore. It's gotta make sense, or else I'm not gonna be happy.
We were
It's the
hard
5th
pressed
year and
to
the
let-
first year. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you're 15 when you should be 11.
Yeah, we were hard pressed to let some stuff in the movies go. You know what I mean?
Adam,
Yeah.
have you ever watched a Harry Potter movie?
Well, I'll tell you what, Craig. I have not. And the reason for this is
You
because
normie.
I was never interested. I guess it was before, you got to be a younger person. I don't know. The first book lines up with a certain age, according to the people I know that love Harry Potter. And I was already a teenager or an adult by the time it came out. So, yeah, just never really. I was reading The Wheel of Time when everyone was reading Harry Potter, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go there. But here's the thing. All right, I plan on reading them to my children one day. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
So I'm
Make
gonna
up for it.
experience Harry Potter for the first time with my kids, whenever that may be. So everyone keeps asking me, "Are you gonna play the Harry Potter game?" And I'm like, I don't know anything about Harry Potter, and I'm trying to keep it that way.
Your kids will
So.
love them though when you read them to
Mhm.
them. I promise.
It'll be really nice with your kids. It'll be a nice little family
Yeah.
memory.
Well,
Right?
we,
Exactly.
Well, my 10-year-old. So we have a rule. So Harry Potter's big with my wife. She's seen all the movies, read all the books, and she's in that age group that you're talking about. My 10-year-old read the first book, and the rule was you can't watch the movie until you read the book. So she
Good rule.
went through the book.
I love that.
Well, here's the thing
Mhm.
about that, though, is that my 8-year-old hasn't read the book yet. So she's upset that we can't,
Right.
and we can't watch the movie if
Ah.
everybody can't watch the movie.
Right.
So, anyways, we have this giant Harry Potter conundrum at our house.
I
Mm.
love that.
Well, and
That
that
sucks.
if she watches the movie first, it'll ruin the book for her. I promise it will.
Oh yeah. Well, so
Yeah.
I
It's
actually,
an adoption. Yeah.
Blabs, you're gonna love this about me. I've seen probably the first 15 minutes of Harry Potter, and I
Mhm.
saw probably about a month ago, I was just watching, flipping through
Yeah, it wasn't
YouTube
Deathly
TV.
Hallows, right?
Well, and I saw the last 10 minutes of Harry Potter. I saw the very beginning, and I saw literally the last like 10 minutes of the entire movie franchise.
Oh, the last movie.
Right,
Movie,
yes.
yeah.
End of the
Yeah.
last movie. Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I've seen like I have the Oreo aspect of it. I have the outsides and all the cream in the middle. I have no
The
idea.
cream's the best part.
The alpha and the omega, if you will,
Right, exactly.
of Harry Potter. Okay.
Exactly.
He's
Very
like, I
nice.
don't need to watch it anymore. I've seen the beginning, I've seen the end, all done.
I know everything that happened.
I got to be
know,
honest
he's
though.
like a lore
you-
expert.
Blabs, you mentioned Elden Ring, and I love Elden Ring. I'm a From Software geek. Like
Mhm.
everything they do, I will pre-order it and play it to the end. I love their stuff. So hearing that, I'm curious. Like, how is? Well, have you
I've
played
never
Elden
played
Ring?
Elden Ring,
Oh,
but that's what people
okay.
are telling me, especially with the whole flipping. You can really roll just like you can roll in Elden Ring. And so they're all like, you can really flip around. And it's
Okay.
true. You literally just dodge out of the way from like attacks and everything, just like Elden Ring.
I love that. I love that you're
And the
like,
last side quests are very much like they're just way out there. And you're like, okay. And apparently that's like Elden
I
Ring.
was gonna
too.
ask, how's the combat situation in the game?
So at first I really hated it. I was like, this is stupid. But as you're progressing, it gets harder because you get more spells. There's more different buttons and combos. So it's getting better. I'm hoping by the end of it, it's gonna be really good. But right now, I'm digging it. It's challenging. It's fun.
how many hours do you have
Died
in
a
it right now,
couple times.
Blabs?
I think it said like 6 hours last night on the save.
That ain't bad for just
Yeah.
getting it. Yeah.
Well, apparently it takes like 30, 35, 40 hours to play through the game. It's
Oh,
like it's like a
Jesus.
full-time job.
Wow.
Like 100% or like the storyline.
Just like the story. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This. Oh, I'm gonna be here for 84
Maybe
years.
if you're an average gamer, I would think some of our caliber would probably take a little less.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm mid over here. Is that what the kids say? I'm mid, right? And Adam over here is top tier bullshitter.
Best
I love it. Best gamer of the group. I love it. Well, I'm so glad to have everybody. Travis, how are you today, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Producer extraordinaire.
Had to take care of the dog. He was freaking out this morning. I didn't have no medicine, so I was freaking out this morning, but I got it all taken care of, and I'm here.
Well, let's actually talk about that for a second, because there is a fifth star of the show, which I don't know if even if you guys know this, Blabs and Adam, but there's a fifth star of
Oh
the
my God,
show.
it's the dog.
It's
Yeah.
it's Travis's
Let me see.
dog.
Andy.
Hey!
Hey.
The irony is that
Aw.
he's a sweet side scroller's boy.
Yeah, he looks like a sweetheart.
All right. Well, listen, I'm excited to get this thing going. Patrons, if you guys are tuning in, hopefully you guys are enjoying this right now as well. But right now, it's time to talk about some news. It's time to get into my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news. And I throw a graphic here. Boom, boom, graphic shows. It's not showing. Let's
Like
get into that.
choo-choo.
That's right. All right. Let's get into this thing. Let me share my screen and we'll get going. And I'll do all this stuff whenever we. Okay. Here's the entire screen thing. This is what scares me. So let me know if there's any echo. Yesterday there was a big, major Nintendo Direct. Did you guys get a chance to watch this Nintendo Direct yesterday?
Haven't seen it.
Nope.
I
All
did
right.
not.
Good. There's so much to talk about. I love it. And as a Nintendo fan, as somebody who is really enjoyed Nintendo, mostly Mario and all that fun stuff, this really pleased me. So I'll be interested to hear what you guys think about these things. And this say thanks to Nintendo Life for this breakdown. But are you guys okay? So they started off talking about Pikmin 4. Do you guys care about Pikmin at all?
Never
Is
played
there
it.
Pikmin 1, 2, and 3?
I actually think Pikmin is a fantastic multiplayer game. It's one of my
It looks
favorite
adorable.
games.
Well, Pikmin is like the way I could describe it is like an intro RTS, like a real-time strategy game. If you're into
Okay.
your games like your StarCraft and stuff, that's more or less what it is. It's a game that
Or if you and your brother don't get along, that's what it was good for me.
you and your. I'm sorry. I'm learning more about you real quick. Trev.
We would play versus a lot in this game because we are very competitive, let's say, and that
Why do I
Pikmin
remind me of
was.
like Bugs Life? Like
Well,
Pixar
so-
Bugs
I
Life a
see
little
it.
bit.
Yeah, I can
So-
see it.
Right, that's kind of what it is. So you're a little alien creature. You come down and you got these little you sprout these little flower people, and they help you move around the backyard. And there's different elements attached to it. It first came out on the GameCube, and there's people who like love this game. Anyways, they just kind of showed off some gameplay. It's coming out in July. Xenoblade Chronicles. I have no interest in this game. Do you guys care anything about this? Hardcore gamer, Adam?
No, artwork is pretty important to me. Not as important as gameplay, which is the most important. Like, if it's not good gameplay, even if the story is incredible, I'm not interested. It's the reason why people don't like my Witcher 3 takes. I'm not gonna get into that right now, but there's something about this kind of artwork that I'm just not interested in.
Anime?
Well, no, anime is almost all games are anime. It's just animation, but like this specific type of, animation, I'm not interested in. I don't know. There's always like lolly characters, which I'm not. I don't really. It makes me uncomfortable.
It means lolly.
Well, somebody in our chat called it something yesterday.
Lolita.
Weebs? It's for weebs? Is that what?
Oh, we
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get Ivan on here. He's great.
Mhm.
Ivan's fantastic. He's the one who runs Weebs and Waifus over at Geeks and Gamers. Shout out to them.
Yes, awesome. For sure, that'd be fun because I don't get it. I've never really been into that art style myself, and I know a lot of people love Xenoblade Chronicles, but I am not one of them.
What kind of game is it?
It's like an
Like an action?
RPG. Yeah, I think it's an action RPG. So
Okay.
yeah, and
So like the newer Final Fantasy style games.
right. I believe that's what it is, and I'm speaking on my ass here. So please,
Okay.
you know.
Why don't you tell me right now, Craig? I want to know the details.
Listen, I can pull up a Wikipedia article and let you know. But the thing about like you're gonna learn this quickly about me. If there's one type of game that I don't play, it's role playing games. I can't do role playing games. I've never understood the idea of specifically like turn based. Man, the idea that just I don't grasp the idea of I'm going to hit you. Now I'm going to take a step back and you can hit me and then I'll hit you again. And it's like that's not fun.
It's like chess to me. I was a big fan. I played chess a lot. I was on the chess team, and like that, I feel like that translated into turn-based gaming. Like Final Fantasy Tactics, one of my all-time favorite turn-based games.
It's almost like Dungeons and Dragons on a computer, basically.
I can
in
see
my
that too.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, I'll tell you something that is fun. Good Lord. Do you know Samba de Amigo? Do you remember this game?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. Okay, this is a game that was it was like in the arcade and on the Dreamcast. This is a rhythm game where you had actual like shakers.
Oh yeah, the maracas.
Yeah,
Was this like
yeah.
on a Wii or something also?
I
at
think
one
so.
point?
I think they did make a game on the Wii because it makes sense because you got your like
Yeah, the
Yeah.
nunchuck and all that.
right. But they announced kind of a return to Samba de Amigo yesterday.
If they didn't, they were stupid.
right. But that's exactly what you see here, and you see them using your Joy Cons and doing
That's
your
cool.
poses and stuff. And this is like one of those games that once again my kids would love, right?
Yeah, it's like a little fitness game too.
I've reached a
Especially
point.
if they got energy, get them on the
Right.
game, let them burn it off.
Hmm.
I've reached a point in my life where I understand that not all games are for me, and that I'm out of the demo. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm right there with you, Craig. Right
what
there with
about
you.
what about Fashion Dreamer, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, technically, I was in the fashion industry for 12 years of my life, so you'd think that I'd be interested in something like this, but alas, no.
So
No.
this one was interesting because this is all about being a fashion influencer.
Yeah, the
And-
influencer part is what weirds me out about the whole thing. Like, you just put on this
Basically-
outfit and then you get followers.
Right.
Basically, every Instagram wannabe model
Yes. that's-
nowadays.
Yeah.
100%. This was really interesting. Dead Cells doing a crossover with Castlevania. This is for an old
That's
head like
cool.
me. Yeah.
There we go.
This was very, very cool. And this was exciting to kind of see. I don't know if you guys know Dead Cells, but the idea of coming in and doing a fighting Dracula and having your traditional Castlevania weaponry and such. Blabs,
Cool.
have you ever played a Castlevania game before?
No, I'm a delinquent.
do you have any idea what Castlevania is?
It's a movie,
Oh,
but I don't
good
think I've
Lord.
ever seen it.
It's off the show. Off the
my.
show.
Wow, it's a movie.
It's
It
Wow.
was on
Opposite.
Netflix at some point.
oh my God, my heart hurts.
I heard that Netflix show is actually pretty good.
It was
Yeah.
actually really good.
I haven't seen it, but I love Castlevania.
God damn it.
Man, did you
Blast.
play, Craig? Did you play Castlevania 64? The first Castlevania game on
That's
64?
the very first
He's
one that I
crying.
ever tried to play, and it
That was a good
literally-
game.
I couldn't get past into the building. I couldn't get
Really?
past that moat, and I
Wow.
literally gave up, and that was that.
Wow.
Speaking of giving up, I feel like I just gave up on this show after Blab said Castlevania was a movie.
Was it maybe I'm thinking of like a Return to Transylvania? I don't know. Casablanca.
Oh wow.
Oh.
No, that's the prequel.
That would make a hell of a game. I'll tell you.
I love this entire time. Blabs is thinking there's like freaking Casablanca crossover with Dead Cells. Here's looking at you, kid. Over here.
I love it. Hey, I'm thinking that would be a great game.
Wow.
Oh my god,
Whoops.
I love it. Oh, that's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my god. All right. Okay, compose yourself. Okay, do you guys
gonna
care?
cry.
Do you guys care about Splatoon at all?
This
I've
is a
seen
fun
it.
game. This is I have it because Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers bought it for me. He was like, I need you to stop talking shit against me and actually get in here and play. And I was like, all right. And I started leveling up my character, and they never played the game again. And I'm like, all right. I mean, I played a little bit of it. It is a lot of fun. I've watched the Geeks and Gamers guys play this a lot. It's really a good game to go up against a bunch of friends because it's really you're just shooting ink everywhere and trying to
Yeah.
get most of your of the arena your color, and it's just a lot of fun.
That's what I
Kinda
was going to
relaxing,
say.
like a
Is
chill one, right?
I think it would be
Mhm.
something to burn time and just, do the same. You know what I mean? It's monotonous but fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like intense as Call of Duty or something.
Right. Right.
I wouldn't play it by myself. Like I wouldn't be like, oh god, I got an hour to burn. Let me play some Splatoon. You know,
right.
like
You paint stuff.
you know.
Right. I'll say Splatoon is interesting because it's one of those games that it's like an intro to third person shooters. You know, it's like
Okay, I can
it's
see
all
it.
it's all the
And kids
all the,
can
all the
play.
chaos with
Yeah.
with paint. Congratulations.
I
you know?
think
Right.
it was a genius idea to get kids who can't play FPS games into shooting games. To be honest,
Isn't that what Roblox is though?
yes, it is.
I mean, you know,
All right,
pretty genius idea though. Anyway, another subject.
Adam, you were talking about how art style is really important
Yeah.
to you. This was really interesting. I know this is a Disney
Oh.
game. First off, Mickey's redesign. You can have, I don't really care what you think about Disney as a company. We all have our thoughts, but Mickey's redesign. This is like the look they're going for with Mickey.
It's kind of weird.
And it is jarring right at the bat. Blabs, look at Blabs over here.
It looks it's
literally
lazy.
cringing. Literally just.
What is that? Look what they've done to my boy.
Yeah,
Is that
That's
it didn't-
awful.
The
Is
art
that because
style
the
didn't fit.
copyright was up that they needed to redo it or something? Or I don't know how it works.
Oh yeah.
I think it's Disney. I think it's Mickey for a new generation.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
awful.
Right, what it is.
It looked
He,
lazy,
he
man.
looks so chubby. Like
To me, it's very Cartoon Network style of art.
Right.
And,
it's
and
not
it-
original.
yes, it does not fit for Disney in my mind.
Well, I'll say
It's-
this. Go ahead, Adam.
I was gonna say it's so lazy because you draw a circle. It doesn't take any talent. Look, it's just a circle. Add the nose on there. Boom. Well, they have the no. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Are you drawing it?
I'm getting a call right now. Hold
Oh,
on,
okay.
let me stop this.
I thought you were actually drawing it. I was like, holy cow. I was like,
let me just draw this real quick.
yeah, please do. I thought I was like, man, you had a sketch
Even
pad or something.
Goofy looks terrible. Like look at his teeth sticking out. He looks
Yikes.
like a vampire.
Right. Well,
Like that's
what's interesting is that like the art style for the game actually lends really well to the game, or the art style for the show lends well to the game.
Okay.
And this is actually a 4-player co-op Mickey Mouse platformer, which
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
be honest, the gameplay looks like it's fluid and nice and might be fun, but the art, I just can't get over it. It's not Disney.
well, you better get used to it, friend, because that's Disney now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
But this one's coming out here in.
I guess
in
it
the
ain't for me, huh?
no, it's not. But you can hug each other and get more life. You know, it's
Get more
Oh,
life.
that's-
Let
that's
me hug
weird.
you.
It kind of reminds me of like a Little Big Planet, but different art style.
Right. Just Little Big Planet has way more depth.
The
to it.
hugging and stuff is real cute though for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know what's also cute for kids is Katamari coming back. Do you guys ever, Blabs? Have you ever played Katamari Damacy?
No.
My God, Blabs, you would eat this shit up.
Oh.
Okay, the idea here is that you're this little green guy and you roll around collecting things. That's the entire game. Like this.
That actually
This
sounds like something I would do.
you would do or you'd like to play.
Well, yeah, no, like I mean, I'm a collector first of all, so that's kind of like my thing. But also, like,
He
it's
wants
just
to
kinda
roll
looks like
around
you gotta
and collect
clean up.
stuff.
You just gotta clean up, and I'm very much like I just clean and need to be organized.
Adam is a hardcore gamer, man. What are your thoughts on Katamari?
I've seen it around. I've never played it. There's something about mindless games that I can see people liking. You know, there's like, sure, you know, I have a little bit of time. I don't really want to think. I don't want to have to analyze. I don't want to lose to the moat in Castlevania. Sorry, Trav, to throw you under the bus real quick.
You're fine.
You know, I just want to roll around and collect stuff. Like I can
Right.
see, you know, it's fun. Not my style, but
So you're the more intellectual gamer. You like to be
Sometimes.
immersed in the experience.
more often than not, yes.
See, I'm the opposite. I like to shoot stuff. This is what I'm gonna love about this because, like, yeah, I just like I like to see big explosions. Like that's my favorite thing. I just like big explosions in Arnold Schwarzenegger movies from the late '80s and early '90s. You know, just death and stuff. But,
And that Eraser
and
movie
stuff.
was great.
but if you haven't, Blabs, we may need to get your. I think you would love Katamari. Like Katamari is
Okay.
such a ridiculous game. And it started on PlayStation 2, and the fact that it's still around is great. As an old head, this one got me, man. This one got me yesterday.
Hey,
Oh, this was. Oh, where we
my
at?
first gaming thing ever was that original Game Boy. I still have it. I still have my Game Boy.
Does it
I'm
still
excited.
work?
Whatever this is, I want to know.
Man,
So-
them things were like tanks, literally.
Like a Nokia.
tanks.
It still
Yeah.
works, man. I love
It's
my Game Boy.
insanity.
Well, the big thing here now is that they released Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance games on the Switch. So
Out time.
yeah, pretty
I
fun stuff.
actually I have that game right here, Mario 2.
Oh, he keeps in a box. I love that. That's so nice.
Literally, I have that. That was one of my favorite games as a kid. The one that they were just playing right there.
Awesome. Yeah,
I
six
sometimes
golden
I still
coins.
get one of the freaking songs in my head. Like I'll be cleaning my house, all of a sudden I'll bam 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 bam. Sorry, if you know, then you know.
If you know, you know. Right, absolutely. I love it. But you can put the different Game Boy Color and different
Love that
colors
game.
attached to it. Yeah, they got Link's Awakening, and so they dropped a bunch of games. Samus Returns.
Well, and
Kirby.
with that news that they just sold 1 billion units, this is gonna. How many units are they gonna sell from just these? You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? A ton.
So this is a part of the Switch Online service. So if you have Switch Online, you get these included. Blabs, I just want to
included,
go
wow.
through and Blabs, let's go through and see. Let's just play. How many of these has Blabs played?
Oh, Game Boy games? I never owned a Game Boy.
That
I
doesn't
had
mean
a
you haven't
Nintendo
played them.
DS.
That doesn't
Oh,
mean you
I'm-
haven't played them.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, a lot of them are remade and stuff
Let's see.
for systems.
Have you ever played? Have you ever played any of those games, Blabs? Any of the Zelda Game Boy games?
I played none of them.
Okay, excellent way to start. Have you ever played Zelda Minish Cap?
No,
God, such a good game.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
not the third one. I played like a Super Mario Brother.
Man,
Once
3
upon a
is so
time.
good too.
Mario
you gotta
Kart.
try
Yeah, it
3.
is.
Mario Kart,
3 is
yes.
awesome.
I played on like the Wii.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, Mario Kart. Do you know the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga?
I know of it. I've never played it.
Okay, cool. What
I
games?
played like Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Wii. That was cool.
Oh, I keep for you're.
I love the
you're
music.
About, you said you're in your mid-20s, right?
I am 26.
Yeah, so you like she wouldn't have been around for a lot of those same consoles that we all were. like,
Exactly.
up to the GameCube, you know what I'm saying? So what was your first console?
It was a PlayStation 1. It was
Yeah,
secondhand
same.
because my friend gave it to us because
Classic.
they got the PlayStation 2.
It's a
So
good
I started
console
playing
though.
on-
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes,
god, I love it. Like
That's a good one to start on.
The
True.
Disney
Yeah.
Tarzan video game. So
Yeah.
hard on that one.
Resident
so hard.
Evil.
Remember it.
Ugh. I played
it.
Resident Evil on it, and it scared me as a kid.
Oh,
so
I was playing
much.
Disney Kids because I was a tiny tot then. I wasn't
That's
playing Resident
that's
Evil.
that's a great question though, and I really would love to hear everyone else's. So PlayStation 1 for Blabs.
Mhm.
Craig, what was your first console?
So the first one, I think it was the NES. I'm pretty sure it was the NES, but we had a I think it was a ColecoVision or an Atari something. We had it, but the NES was the first one that I actually sat down and dove into.
Nice.
Everything else was like, whatever. Trav?
Mine was the NES as well. Like you, we had another one in the house. It was a Tandy. My grandparents thought, and they believed the commercial, thought this would be fun for them. Yeah, we can't code games, so at 3 years old. So then they got us the NES the next year, and so I was playing like Mario at 3 years old, Zelda, stuff like that. It was great.
Nice.
Adam?
My first was it's a two-part question because
okay.
my two-part answer. My grandparents had the Donkey Kong Junior arcade box in their basement.
What,
And-
they
and-
had the actual arcade game?
Yeah,
That's
in their
cool.
basement. So
How
they
rich were your parents?
Yeah, imagine
No,
how
it's
many
your- it was my
hours
grandparents.
you spent
No,
playing.
my grandfather did a lot of renovations for people, and they would be like, "Oh yeah, all this stuff, anything that's in there, you can just
Take
take
it.
out and have whatever." And he
Can you
found it in
imagine?
one of these places, so he got it for free.
Oh my god.
And so I grew up every weekend I'd be at their house. So
Yeah,
every
I
weekend
understand.
I'd be down there, and this is like the late '80s playing Donkey Kong. Like I love that game so much. But the first console that I ever got was the Game Boy. He actually got it for me. So my
awesome.
Game Boy.
Well, and that's a hell of a first console too. There's
Right?
some
I
great
know.
games on the Game Boy.
I have this
I-
long-standing memory when the Game Boy came out of going down to one of my best childhood friends, Kevin Bryan. I walked down to Kevin Bryan's house, and he lived a few houses down. Going into his house, and his mom is sitting there taking long drags of cigarettes, playing their Tetris,
On the
playing
Misty 120s.
playing Tetris, and that's like what she did. And she's just literally just standing there playing Tetris or sitting on a stool in their kitchen, taking long drags and putting down long lines. It was crazy. So
I have a
anyways.
funny story about Tetris. I love Tetris. So that was the first game that came with my Game Boy. And I was into techno a lot in high school, and I would rollerblade, listen to techno music, and I had a couple techno songs on my CD that had like the Tetris theme.
Stop! Everybody, just stop.
No, I got it.
No, hold on. We're just gonna put a pause in the story. I want you to listen, Blabs. Everything listen to what Adam just said. In high school, I was really into Tetris. I was really into techno. As I rollerbladed down the street with my CD player.
You
His-
really just dated yourself.
His Discman.
I'm okay with it. I'm owning it, baby. I don't
love
care.
it.
And you just seen him holding the Discman like this as he's writing, so it doesn't skip.
Okay,
you
I'm
know.
sorry. Continue.
Oh
Adam.
no,
love
I had that anti-skip CD player.
The
All right.
anti-skip.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. so I'm in art class, which I don't even think they have art class anymore. And the teacher was like, "Oh, anyone can play some music if you guys want," because we were doing like a free art day. And I was like, "Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna put in my freaking techno CD." So I put in my techno CD, and the first song that pops up is the Tetris techno song.
Uh-huh.
And my art teacher starts flipping out. She's freaking out. Turn it off! Turn it off! Come on! No! So like
'cause it might
seizure,
have ended
like
the world.
and we freaking everyone's like scrambling, like turn the CD off, and we're all like, what's just happened? And it turns out my art teacher was so addicted to Tetris,
Oh wow.
she had to go to rehab
Oh,
To,
no
like-
way.
Wow.
to like disconnect from Tetris.
I could
so,
see
like-
that
Dang.
though.
I almost forced her to relapse
Yeah.
into
I could see
her
that.
Tetris by like playing the techno song. It's every time I see Tetris, I think about that teacher.
Well, think
Wow.
about the
I
music.
feel bad
Just
about
that
that.
music.
Can you guys hear
is
that?
So repetitive. You know.
Can't
what
hear
I mean?
anything.
No, you don't,
No.
you
No,
don't hear that?
you have to share your audio.
Oh, I thought I did. Sorry, my bad. Oh, that's awesome.
So
Sorry.
if there's anyone out there just a warning. He's gonna play some Tetris music right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Mute
cause
for
any
a second.
relapses out
Relapse,
there.
right?
You have
Disclaimer.
addiction.
Let's go. You got it? Was that it, Adam? Was that
Yep.
the song?
hmm
No. That
Okay.
that wasn't techno. That
Oh.
was like, I don't know, whatever.
Listen,
I'll tell you
probably
though,
I wonder
that
if I could
song will
find that
stick in
song.
your head all day if you.
it says
Oh,
right
yeah.
here. It's the techno
All day.
remix.
There's 1,000 versions of every song in techno
Mhm.
form.
I love
I
it.
like the Tetris version where it's orchestral. That's cool.
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't heard that, but that sounds
That-
cool.
There's
Mhm.
this
It's just an orchestra.
band. Yeah, there's this band that does all orchestral versions of Nintendo music, and it's
Mhm.
fantastic. I love it.
Oh
Nice.
my god! All right, so look, let's continue on. I love it.
Don't you love Metroid, right, Craig?
Yeah, I had an entire website called Screw Attack that is based around a power up in it. But by the way, we're gonna need to do an entire segment one day about like top video game remixes because there's an entire community about like video game. There's a Overclock Remix. I don't know if you guys are familiar with OC Remix, but that's like a
Mm-mm.
classic website built around that. That'd be awesome to do. Anyways, this is like the big news out of yesterday's Nintendo Direct, which was the remastering of Metroid Prime about 20 years after its release. Did anybody actually play Metroid Prime?
I did not know.
Labs, do you know what Metroid Prime is?
I know of it.
Adam?
About it.
I don't know. I've never played any Metroid games.
Any of them? Wow.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Okay,
none.
so Prime was a 3D version. It was the first time that
That was the GameCube one, right?
yeah, it was the GameCube version of Metroid that Metroid was. It's like the hardcore game for Nintendo fans, right? And they announced a remastered version of Metroid Prime yesterday, and that was like the big oh my god. So I actually had never played Metroid Prime until I played it on stream last night, and I'll tell you because what happened was Nintendo has this like really great way of being like, we have this great surprise for you, and it's available now, and that's what they did with that was like, hey. This is announced and it's available immediately after this presentation, which was like, oh my god, and Twitter's going crazy and all that stuff. So I played it last night, and it feels exactly like a shooter from 2002. You know,
Cool.
it's kind of clunky and stuff, but it was fun to play and it was interesting. So yeah, there's the entire recap of the Nintendo Direct yesterday in about 20 minutes. So
Yeah, I was actually really happy that they went back to that style of Metroid, even though I haven't played it, because it was out of the box. You know what I mean? That 3D instead of being just a normal side scrolling up and down, you know, it went back to the 3D, and I think it makes the game harder and more fun in my mind. But
yeah, it was interesting to play. I'll tell you this: the one thing about that game is since you're in the suit as Samus Aran, who is the lead character, you see everything out of her visor, and you have to like scan everything. You're scanning things to see if it's a villain or a piece of the environment or whatever it may be. And that was kind of a beating. You know, you scan things. It's like, oh, okay, this is a bad thing. This is how you beat it. Whatever. Anyways, should we continue on with some fun news?
Yeah.
let's do it.
Blabs, how much do you think the games are expensive today?
I mean, it depends on like what version of the game you're buying, like deluxe, collectors. Or you just mean like a base price?
Yeah, base price games.
Yeah, I mean they're a lot more expensive than what they used to be, but that's like everything in life.
Oh,
Are
that's so funny.
they?
That's so funny you mentioned that.
See,
Because
I used to pay
Interesting.
$80 for games back in
Hmm.
the day.
so
Interesting.
this has been the trend here in the last 6 months or so. Sony, Microsoft, and now Nintendo saying they're going to charge $69.99 for first party games.
That's $10 cheaper than I used to pay. Seriously.
Really?
Well, let's talk about that because this is the kind of the thing I've actually been talking about this for years. And it's funny, as I was doing research for this, I found an article from 2013 from Colin Moriarty, who used to work at IGN, and now he has his own thing. talking about how games were cheaper than ever in 2013. This was in now we're in 2023. So this is kind of like people like, oh my God, games are so expensive. It's $70. So I went through and I found some
In
store
today's money.
yeah, right. So Blabs, I went through and I thought you'd find this interesting. These are some store flyers from the 90s that, where they had like, you can kind of take a look at some of these games and how much they cost.
Yeah,
right?
and that's before tax too.
So
Mhm.
you can see in the system itself costs $130, right?
And that's on sale.
Yeah, right with the coupon.
Coupon.
But
you said
see
coupon?
coupon.
There you go.
Coupon.
Yeah.
Croutons.
Croutons.
You sprinkle them on top of your games
Yes.
for
there you
good
go.
luck.
Coupon.
But you saw like now the standard gaming price is like $59.99, right? But back then the games were all over the place, including games like Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 for the Super Nintendo and NBA Hang Time were $70 back then. Now, if you were to adjust that for inflation, that's like $3,000 today.
It's a lot.
True.
It's like $300 at least. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I found some other ones, which I thought this one was fascinating. So this is
Wow.
this is the GameCube, or this is the
Game
Game
Gear.
Gear, the Game Boy, and they had like all the different peripherals and all
Man,
that crap.
The Game
I
Gear
had
was
that
so-
power pack. I had that exact one.
Rechargeable batteries. Let's go.
I did. I had that.
Blabs, you just don't even understand. But look at this down here at the bottom. Now this is insane. Look at this. Toe Jam and Earl, $98.88. Sonic the
crazy.
Hedgehog, $78.88. Spider-Man, look at the cost. Strider, $100. Like, Blabs, you never even heard of these damn games before.
This is crazy.
And these-
No,
And seriously, that's in 1990s bucks too,
that's
which
expensive. Well, I mean, here's the thing. When I was a kid, I didn't pay for my video games. My parents bought me them.
Oh, it's
So
awesome.
I don't know. Now I pay for them. I'm like, oh man, they're expensive.
is true.
Right. Well, like, to put this in perspective, like what the PlayStation 5 costs, what, $500, something like that, right?
Yikes.
Imagine you look at this, the Genesis costing $100, and this is with a bundle. This was $100. You got a game, controller, and the console, but you can go out and buy a game for 60% of the cost of the cost of the console. Which, you put that in perspective today, like that'd be like each game costing $300. It's just really bizarre to think about. So
I just looked it up, and $200 in 1995 money is equivalent to the purchasing power of $389.50 today.
okay, so honestly, it's about the
About the same.
thing- about the
Yeah.
same, right? Now the
One
games,
thing-
though. Go ahead.
One thing about those games that no one's thinking about is you got it and then that's it. You don't get an update. You don't
Yeah.
get,
That's true.
sir. You get that game and that's it. You like these cartridges. I've gotten
patches.
this box. My Game Boy, like I
But
don't have it. There's no update for this Mario game.
That's
this is it.
also why
That's all I
games
get.
had to be harder back then, though, too. Because you
True.
need 150 hours worth of playtime in it.
Yeah, those prices that I'm seeing right now, it's like that's nothing. I mean, when you know what it takes to have a server
Yeah.
to run online games and have
Get
it
your
so that people
updates and your-
stay on that game instead of being like, oh, the servers are trash, I'm out of here, or
some
this game is
bugs.
trash, I'm out of here, or this bug, it's game breaking, this thing's too OP, everyone's using it, blah blah blah. It's
Right.
like it's a balance. You have to have people balancing. You have to have servers. You got to have a lot of different
Well, and
things
you
in
know,
the background.
people find ways to break games all the time. You know
Of
what I mean?
course.
So then you got to fix it, and you got to,
Yep, exactly.
Blabs, how much when you turned on Hogwarts Legacy, was there an update?
There was, but it was really, really fast. So I'm not sure if there was an actual update because when Steam was all like, oh, updating Hogwarts Legacy, but then it was done. So I
Right.
honestly don't even know. They didn't announce if there was an update or anything. I've had
Yeah.
a lot of glitches that are mind crazy. I've been playing it on PC. Like this Hogwarts student had his robe flowing, but it was flowing in front of him like he was wearing like a giant skirt. It was a dude. And so all you see is this skirt flowing in front of him, but his pants are in, like you see his pants from the back. It was game breaking yesterday.
You got to
Yeah.
learn to enjoy that, Blabs.
Uh,
I love that you were like, This guy had his skirt on backwards in the game. It was game breaking.
It so was because there was more things wrong with it. They were like the lighting was off too, and then this other NPC was just running into like a wall, and she wouldn't stop. And I kept walking into her to try to push her away, and she wouldn't go. She's like, "Nah, this is my wall," and she just kept going into it. It was
Oh,
very broken. Yesterday.
I love that stuff.
it's cute. This is cute.
I'd make a YouTube video about it. This is my day in Hogwarts. Here we go.
That's amazing. I love everything. I love it. I love Blabs. You're the best. You're the best, Blabs. Listen, this guy had a skirt on and it was backwards. It's game breaking. God, Blabs is the internet. I love it. Game breaking.
It was very broken. He was just walking past me with like this very dead, vacant expression. Because that's one bad thing about Hogwarts Legacy is their faces are a bit fucked up. And this dude's like, and like his cloak
So
is just flowing
pretentious.
in front of him. Like his pants are just fine. I'm like, okay. Like it's on normal, and then it just swaps by his ankles, and then it's just backwards. It's fine.
Can
Whatever.
you imagine that's what causes Blabs to like rage quit Harry Potter?
No, Ghostbusters makes me quit.
What Ghostbusters? What are you talking about? How do we get to Ghostbusters?
Video game is oh my god, I rage quit.
I could see if they're
The original
doing
one?
this-
The one that they made for the Wii, and then they remastered it for Xbox. It was like a
They made-
2008, 2010 Ghostbusters
Okay.
video game. It was like you had to keep your other Ghostbusters team alive, but they were useless. They just kept dying. So every time you were like resurrecting them, then you would die, and you would just we go. I just rage quit. I was like, fuck this game, and never played it again.
Well, and I could see
Sorry
how
for bringing it up,
you're,
Blabs.
you're building a world.
Trauma,
and
PTSD.
you,
Clearly.
Are you talking about this game right here for the Wii? This?
No. It was a way different video game.
Okay.
No,
'cause
it was like from like 2008 or
I was
something.
gonna say I've never seen that.
No, I've never seen this before. What is this?
This is Ghostbusters for the Wii.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say this looks like it's pretty rockin' Blabs. I just love the idea that we're slowly peeling back the layers of Blabs and her personality, knowing that Ghostbusters for the Wii and the remake made her rage quit
Well,
video
it was
games.
originally for the Wii, and then they remade it. And I played it with my sister when we were younger, and like it was the best game ever. And maybe it was because she was playing with me that there was two people we were able to stay alive. But when I played on by myself on the Xbox One, oh my god, the NPCs are idiots. They just let me stand in front of the way, and then I'll die now. Okay, all better. Like, no,
Actually,
do
I actually
something.
had a conversation with somebody the other day about that, about how a lot of times the games we play and we have such fond memories of them because of who we were playing with and what time in our lives we were playing them. And they might not actually be as good as we remember them to be,
That's true.
Mhm.
but we had a good time doing it,
Yeah.
Nostalgia's a cruel bitch.
Yeah,
yeah.
that is.
Especially when the companies know it.
Yeah.
Yes.
True,
Yes.
And they charge you money for it.
Speaking of that, let's go
I was
to
gonna
our
say,
next
good
story.
segue.
Next story.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait,
Yesterday.
I want to add something
Oh,
because
please.
you never actually came to me about that. I just kind of chimed in. I want to also talk about like the Fortnite, the Counter-Strike Go. There's also the whole types of games that are free.
Yeah.
They're pumping out games,
Mhm.
and you got the freaking buy this skin, buy that skin. Like Destiny isn't free. I love Destiny, but they're probably making so much money off of the different skins, the different armor, the different emotes that you can do. It's like these games don't need to be as expensive as they are because they are still monetizing this stuff, right? And they're making so much money. Like Activision, Call of Duty, you buy a skin for a gun. They design it once and probably sell that one skin for that gun who knows how many times, right? So there is something to be said about the greed in these companies that they are, not to mention loot boxes and that whole thing with Battlefield 2. I don't remember if you remember, like
Yeah. I
Vader
remember all
was
that.
behind a loot box. You had to get
Well,
lucky.
Battlefront 2, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm sorry,
made
Battlefront
people-
2. Yeah.
That made people real mad.
And then
Yeah.
the EA got sued by Hawaii. Yeah, it was fun.
Well,
I don't know.
But there's a lot to that, though. A lot to what you're saying.
That's the fastest way to drive me off as a gamer. Charge me a whole bunch of money for shit I don't need.
Yep.
So I love Apex Legends, and we can go down this free to play rabbit hole all you want, right? But Apex is a game that I wouldn't think it's considered a top game. I would say it's considered a popular game, right? It's a pretty fast paced, big battle royale game. that is free to play, and it makes $1 billion a year, like a freaking like
Wow.
$1 billion a year, and it's
Still?
free. Yeah, it's still making
Wow.
$1 billion. And
I can't imagine owning a company that makes $1 billion a year off of something that I already made and doing just upkeep for it. But
I've
yeah.
never played Apex, but is anything that you pay for? Is it just skins, or is it pay to win?
no, it's all skins. It's all
Skins.
Yeah,
skins.
it's all cosmetics.
I have no problem with that.
Yes, if
But-
you
but-
want to.
With that being the case, that exists out there, then why are these games $70?
That's a good question. That's
Yeah.
because maybe some games you can't really do that. Like if, say, for example, you're playing Resident Evil, yes, you can buy some outfits for your characters.
Right.
But what all are they going to change? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what are you
online
gonna
games.
buy a skin to make Wesker look like a clown?
You got to be able to flex.
Yeah.
If it's an online game, you're flexing. People are seeing, oh, he's got that Splinter Cell, some whatever skin. What Destiny 2? I love Destiny 2. I'm day one Destiny 1 player. I love Destiny, but they are charging a lot for all these DLCs
Yeah.
and stuff when they
I-
have all these skins already. They're probably making bank on it. They don't need to.
I
charge
certainly
this much
think
on
you
it.
have a point, and if they passed on some savings to the customer on just the game, since they're going to make so much money, they would get more people playing the game.
Got a bell.
Yeah, they would have more people playing the game because it draws them in on the lower price of the game.
Look at that. Look at that.
Thank you. And Craig, we may move on now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I digress. Thank you. That's awesome. All right, let's move on to another company milking your nostalgia, just grabbing you by the
great.
teats and just yanking all the money out. It's ridiculous. Hey, guess what? Disney announced Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, and Zootopia 2.
Wow.
Oh God, there's so
Didn't
much
they
here.
say they were going to end Toy Story at the end of 3,
Well,
and then 4 happened, and you're like, well, why?
I'm
Well,
sure they
billions of
thought that.
dollars, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you why. Creativity is dead.
Yep,
Yeah, true.
it's broken.
Creativity
Unoriginal.
is dead. You can't do it.
100%. I think that's-
To be fair, in the mainstream, because there's a lot of people that are unknowns that are being creative,
Mhm.
and they're not getting a chance because these big, huge companies are going, that's a risk. I don't
Yeah.
want to risk. I know that Toy Story 5 will make money, so we're gonna
Mhm.
go with that.
We're gonna go with that, yeah. And it drives me nuts because I'm tired of seeing the same shit over and over and over. And oh well, we have this. Let's make another one of these. Oh, let's make another one of these. Take a risk. That's how Nintendo's stayed where they are. They take risks. Yes, they use the same
Guys,
characters.
onto something.
Yes, they use the same characters, but look at their consoles. Their consoles, for
Right.
sure, they take risks on.
That's a good point.
So I saw
Nintendo
this.
definitely pushed the limits on changing it up. I mean, look at the PlayStation controller. I
Yeah.
mean, they did technically just change it a little bit, but
Been the same thing. There's the exact same controller it's been since.
what is
PlayStation
that?
1.
What is that?
This is the PlayStation
What
4.
are those?
Dog, what are you
PlayStation
doing?
4.
Come on, you got to show the new shit. Come on.
Listen, I don't have the new shit
There
to
we
show. I don't have that.
You know what's funny? I don't even use this. I use the Scuff controller. This thing, I'm obsessed with this thing. All right, I could use it. There we go. All right, I could use this for PC and my PS5. It's got the. Can you give me full screen for a sec?
I don't know. Can I? I don't know how to do that.
So, on my down below, you see all the little boxes of us.
Yep.
On the one of me, there's a little person. Click on that.
Boom.
All right, so on the back, I've got 4 buttons that are customizable. So like I got my jump, so I don't ever have to move my thumb off of the stick.
That's cool.
Oh,
I got all of these, so I'm always constantly there.
that's
That's
nice.
really cool. Yeah, I've never seen one like that.
I'll
I'm
tell you
not
this right
sponsored,
now.
but hey, Scuff, what's up?
I'll tell you this right now. There's a reason why I added the lower. That's right. Best gamer of the group.
There it
That's
is, right there. You
That's
know,
right.
just flexing my Scuff controller.
Blabs, what controller is this? What
You could.
which-
I believe
what is
in you,
this from?
Blabs.
You got it.
You can
What is
do
this?
it.
Is there a
What is this
name
from?
on it that I can read?
Yes, I'm
Ah,
covering it.
He's covering it. He's
up.
covering it. Come
I
on,
don't
you can
know,
do
maybe
this,
like
Blab.
I don't know, a GameCube?
No.
Close.
Oh,
That's very close.
Oh, the GameCube.
Look at the colors of it. Can you tell by the colors of it?
No, she can't tell from the colors from it.
Well, technically,
Purple.
it does
Gray and
say
purple?
Nintendo Normie there.
Super Nintendo.
Come on,
Oh,
focus.
Super
There it is.
Nintendo. Hello.
I love
Well, she came in at PlayStation
true.
1. So, you know,
it. Hey,
Yeah.
Give
And
it-
then
sometimes
I
give it to you,
ditched the
Blab.
PlayStation. Now I have Xbox, and PC and Switch. I have a Wii U, but I never used the Wii U.
Do you
'cause,
guys think they
well,
should have kept those Super Famicom colors here in America?
Oh, they're awesome. Listen, Blabs doesn't know what we're talking about. She's just
You
staring
talking
at
about
the
the
wall.
purple?
No,
Well, they made it purple, but the original, the Super Famicom in Japan was yellow, red, green, and blue, I believe.
yeah, that was all marketing. But I'll tell you this: going back to what we were just talking about with the Toy Story stuff, this is why I wanted to talk about this. Not that they announced them, but I saw this meme and I was like, "Yep, that's exactly the issue." So check this out. This is a meme I saw. Me watching Disney's Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, and Zootopia in theater.
Yeah,
that is glorious.
it was
Right.
very accurate.
It's about
So
the
can we
truth.
talk about this for a second? Because I've been a Disney guy most of my life up until the last few years, but there's this weird obsession with adults now they're so ingrained in Disney franchises that, you know, when Frozen first came out, that was what, 15 years ago now, 10 years ago, whatever it is.
It was
So-
2014, 2013, something like that.
Okay, so 10
I
years
was a
ago.
senior in high school. I remember that.
So think about, like, let's say you saw that when you were 12. Well, now you're like 22, and it's getting kind of weird for you to be going to like a theater by yourself to see Frozen 3.
You
know what I mean?
It's true.
And like Toy Story 5, that came out in the original Toy Story 96,
Oh.
95, something
Yeah,
like that,
something like
94.
that. 94,
Right.
whatever it was. Yeah.
So
I think it
it-
was 94.
So this has spanned 30 years now, and you're talking about somebody who saw it when they were 8,
Yeah.
now going through a midlife crisis. It's
yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
95, you hit it right on the head.
it's insane to think about, and I think this just absolutely nails it 100%. You got surrounded by all these children, and as you're just an adult, being overly critical of it. But
I
I
anyway.
like
saw
all
me-
of them. I like Zootopia the best. Like Frozen was okay. Frozen 2 for me was extremely long, no great music, so I don't give a crap about Frozen 3.
Well,
Zootopia
and
that was cute, but like it's been so many years now. Who's gonna
Isn't
actually
that what makes
watch it?
Disney movies good, is the music and stuff? That's what always
Yeah.
made them good, was
And Frozen 3
not
had
the
none,
music.
2 had none of that. I was like, eh,
I never saw Frozen
good, save yourself.
or Zootopia or any of those.
Oh
know-
no! I
yeah.
mean, it's cute. It's a sweet story. No, I prefer it over Frozen. I mean, I like Tangled over Frozen. People are like, "Oh my god, you're an idiot," but there it is. I like Tangled better.
My
Mother Knows Best
children,
is like the greatest song.
my
actually
children
think
will
s-
grow up on pre like 2000.
Yeah, the VHS.
Disney.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I have a large collection of the good Disney movies on DVD.
What would
and,
be
like,
the
that's what
last
they're-
good one? Was it like Pocahontas? Notre Dame, maybe?
What, the last good Disney movie?
Like in the
Yeah.
I mean,
Zootopia was all right. It didn't,
I thought
you know,
it was cute.
it was fun. But you're probably thinking like classic.
Yeah.
Classic
Yeah.
movie. I thought the Tiana movie was really good. The Princess. and
You
the
know what?
Frog,
Yeah,
that's kind of cute.
That what's
I've
that?
never seen that.
Moana. That was actually a really good movie. I
Moana
watched
One was
good.
decent, yeah.
I never
just don't
saw
like
that
The
one.
Rock, so I'm like, eh. It's kind of like The Rock playing The Rock and everything.
Yeah, right.
He,
True,
man,
he
he
does.
sure is getting around, isn't he? He's
The
like
Rock?
herpes. Yeah, he's like herpes. Everybody's got him.
Okay, I love it. I love it. You know, this would be actually a fun game. We played earlier. Have you played with Blabs? We should play Have You Seen with Adam.
Sure.
With the Disney movies.
Yeah,
Have you seen? Let's see. I'm gonna list out. I got a group of these here for you. I just
Okay.
pulled these up on the internet,
Aw.
theinternet.com.
I'll see. There's a classic ones.
Yes. Have you seen these? Have you seen Aladdin, Dumbo,
yes,
Bambi?
yes,
All these right here.
yes.
Can we talk about Fantasia really quick?
I
Like,
love that movie.
Such a good movie, man.
Really, I think it's way overrated.
I've seen-
I love it.
I've
I
seen them
love
all
Sorcerer Mickey.
except the Brave Little Toaster. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
The hell's the
Man,
Brave Little
seriously,
Toaster?
you
What
guys
is
have
that?
the
I've never seen
best
it.
the best Disney animated movie ever.
When did
Wow.
that come out?
Like
Wow,
Little
Chad.
Toaster?
92 would be my guess.
Well, I wasn't there, so.
All right, what
Yeah.
about these guys? Do you know these guys? Any of these characters?
Except
Adam?
the right one.
I don't know the last two, but the
Monsters,
first
Inc.
three oh, that's what it is. Monsters Inc. Right, and then
The
Incredibles, Finding
kids-
Nemo,
Yeah.
and the last two I don't know who they are.
the kids from Up.
Yeah.
The
That
Boy
guy's
Oh,
from
Scout
Coco?
kids.
I've only seen Up
Coco.
once.
Yeah, Coco was actually really good.
What
Never
was
saw
the last-
Coco.
The last one was Coco.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Coco right
Well,
here.
I've
Yeah,
never seen that either.
yeah. You should enjoy Coco. That was a fun little flick for sure. That's fun.
I guarantee you, people are gonna flip out that you guys have never seen the Brave Little Toaster.
The hell is the Brave Little Toast? I've literally
Well,
never
you gotta
heard of
watch it
until
now.
today.
I don't know,
I
man.
was 26 and a half years old when I found out it was a movie.
Listen, I'm going to go to the beacon of journalism in movies, and let's go check out Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see.
Yes, the pinnacle.
Yes, here we go. Rotten Tomatoes has the Brave Little Toaster at a 77% tomato meter, but what we really care about is the audience
course.
score at 81% right
That's
here.
a solid score.
Yeah, that's for them. That's
For that old of a movie too.
Yeah, I mean, this I've never seen the Brave Little Toaster.
Oh,
So-
John Lovitz?
it's got.
I
I'm telling
love
you,
that
it's
guy.
got
He's so
some
funny.
good
Yeah, Phil
voice
Hartman
actors
too.
in there,
Yes.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
go. All right, I gotta watch this.
It's
Maybe-
a
I gotta
great
see it.
movie.
Maybe we have some sort of incentive set up to where we have a Brave Little Toaster watching
Now,
party.
mind you, it was meant for kids, so it has kid themes in it. But
Oh,
That's
awesome.
okay. We were all kids once.
yeah,
Mhm.
man, I swear there's a scene in it where one of them's getting repaired in a repair shop, and like all these broken appliances. It freaked me out as a kid, man. It scared the living hell out of me.
Scare, like broken appliances scare you?
Yeah.
I appreciate this right
It's
here.
every man's fear.
This is this lady's review, Rachel Wagner. I think it really works. Like, what the hell does that even mean? It's like,
Maybe the
does-
broken toaster actually works.
Yes, it works.
Wait, how do you know it's
Functioning.
broken? How do you know it's broken? It's a
I
Brave
don't-
Little Toaster.
Oh, that was the broken.
No, it's the Brave Little Toaster.
there's Blade Runner for children.
Blade Runner. Wow, I never thought about
It's a
that.
good movie.
Yeah.
No spoilers, man. I want to watch this now.
Yeah, I got going there blind. He's broken and he's brave. Which one is it? I don't know anymore.
Oh, man. Are we all broken a little bit, Blabs? Aren't we all just broken just a
That's
little
the
bit?
spirit.
Of course. We're human beings.
That's right. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Okay. What a great conversation that was. That was great. Hey, by the way, Toy Story 5 is coming out. Let's talk about Brave Little Toaster. That's
I saw. It's funny. I saw a meme earlier today about Toy Story, and I didn't know we were going to talk about Toy Story. But I got to tell you what this meme is, and it's kind of sad. And it was basically saying, if a toy in Toy Story dies, the kid's going to keep playing with it, and the rest of the toys have to sit there and watch the kid playing with the dead toy.
Oh
And I was
my
like,
God.
dude, it was a dark meme. I didn't say it was funny,
Yeah,
but I'm glad you're
funny,
laughing.
but
like playing with the corpse of the toy. Wow.
Yeah.
He is. You
I mean,
around.
how do you know? You know,
True.
kid
Yeah.
doesn't know.
oh
Yeesh.
my God.
Wow.
That like I never thought about that, and I was drinking.
Oh,
I'm like,
what was that movie? G.I. Joes or something came to life, and like it was a movie with
Little
the kid-
Soldiers.
That
No.
was it. Yeah.
Was that it? Little Soldiers.
Yeah, Little Soldiers, and like the
Never
Barbies
saw
had
it.
their arms ripped off and shit, and yeah, that reminded
like
me
a
of
horror
that,
movie?
100%. No, but it's a good 90s
Yeah,
movie. You should
someone made a
watch it.
meme of this. I don't know where I saw it, but
Oh my
Funny.
God, that's jacked up. That is so jacked up.
Yikes. That's terrifying.
I mean, you know, it's true. It's pretty sad, but it's reality, man. It's humans are broken. What did we just talk about?
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you got your meme right here. Very
Find
Toy
it?
Stories right
Yeah,
here. Yep.
that's it. That's the one I saw earlier.
God, just
Look
watch
at his
the.
face.
Oh
His
my
face is
goodness.
everything. Poor
Yes.
Woody.
Yeah,
us.
he's like, oh hell.
That's brilliant. Brilliant stuff. All right, hey, you guys ready for some hardcore gaming journalism news?
Yeah.
Do it.
All right. Adam, you're gonna guide us through here because you wanted to talk
Okay.
about this today. Here we go.
Sure.
Diablo 3 Resurrected. Ladders.
Diablo 2. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
Whoa. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Craig. Wow.
Diablo,
Wow.
Diablo 3
I
was
I
crap.
almost just left the stream. I mean,
Listen,
for the record, Diablo 3 sucked.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
garbage.
Diablo 1, one of my favorite games as a kid on the PlayStation 1. Diablo 2, incredible game. I ran a clan. I was obsessed with Diablo 2. This game came out. They did such a good job. They're adding beautiful things. They're making it better. They're fine-tuning stuff. They're actually adding new stuff to this game. This game is
Awesome.
freaking 15 years old. I don't even know how old Diablo 2 is, but this is incredible.
It's way older than 50.
All right, Craig.
Yeah,
please
please.
continue. Please.
No, well, the story is
Shall
Diablo
I?
2 Resurrected, Ladder
Mhm.
Season 3 coming soon. So is this the title of the game, Diablo 2 Resurrected?
Diablo 2 Resurrected, they completely redid the entire graphics of this game, and that's it. I love it. They didn't change the story, they didn't alter things, and now they've been adding stuff, new rune words. They're actually adding much more rune words now. They're fine-tuning and balancing the different skills just to allow skills that are underused to shine, so that there's different builds that you can do in this game. I really love it. I'm really shocked that they're actually putting this much
I'll just
effort
say
into this
this.
game.
Diablo 2 literally kept their servers were on up until about 5 years ago. People were
Yeah.
still playing the original Diablo 2.
Well, then you could play
that
Path
many
of
years.
Diablo. Yeah,
Right.
There was people who were making their own servers to continue playing the modded version of the game. And I mean that community was stronger than the Diablo 3 community.
Oh,
because
I
yeah,
wouldn't doubt it at all.
it's World of Warcraft's fault, man. Diablo, the people in Blizzard wanted to just have World of Warcraft everywhere. They use the same kind of artwork. It
'Cause it made 'em
ruined the
so much
aesthetic
money.
of Diablo. Yeah, Diablo 4 is going to be. It looks amazing. It looks like they're trying to go back to the aesthetic of the first and second game.
Good.
I don't know if it's true when it comes to the gameplay, because the gameplay of Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 is just incredible
It's
compared to Diablo
impeccable.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the type of things, the shine and World of Warcraft art of Diablo 3 totally changed Diablo in the worst way. So Diablo 2, you can see this. It's not the bright colors of World of Warcraft and Diablo 3. This they really have this muted feel. Like right now, you're in the what is this? The sewers under Kurast.
Well, and it's supposed to have that muted feel because it's a scary
Yeah.
game. That's the
Yeah.
whole point.
yeah, exactly.
It's
You
named
know,
after the devil.
True.
So,
I mean,
you know.
and you can go and kill him.
Right.
By the end of he's the original boss before the DLC came out. But
How do
fantastic
you-
game.
How
I
do you
love
have
this game.
DLC. How do you have DLC for the devil?
Well, there
Different
are
cosmetics.
his brothers and things, and fallen
you, Trav.
angels. And
Thank you, Trav.
things, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And there
You
are
see,
also
it was
three
the long-lost
princes of
brother.
hell. Yeah.
Hey, here's my biggest issue. Okay, can we talk? This needs to be a very serious conversation. Can we talk about? We need to stop putting colons in the names of our titles, because as somebody who doesn't know what this is, I read this as Diablo 2, Resurrected Ladder Season 3 coming soon. So like,
I see what you mean. Yeah, I
Right.
see what you mean.
this is confusing to me. So I don't, as somebody who has no idea what this is, I don't know, are you excited, guys?
I am.
I'm excited, but also I'll oh man, I don't know how many hours I've put into Diablo 2.
Yeah.
Many
Many for me.
I've already completed the Holy Grail, which is where you find all of the items in the game, which is a crazy thing to do because there's an amazing amount of items.
Yeah, some of them are super hard to find. Too.
I found every item in the game. I've crafted every item in the game, and this was 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when I was really playing this game hardcore. And then Resurrected came out, and it's beautiful. I love it. I was playing it. I was having a blast. I don't know how much more I can play it. You know, unless they like bring a new DLC to the game. It's
They bring in
just
like
not...
the devil's great uncle.
Yeah.
Well, Diablo 4
Once removed.
is the sister. It's Lilith. She's coming and she's the main bad guy. I don't know what the story's going to be, but I don't know how much more I could play Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Blabs,
So,
I need 15 hard seconds on Diablo 2 Resurrected. Go.
I got nothing.
We
Yeah.
need hard
That's my
seconds,
life.
Blabs.
Listen,
So anyway,
Go kill the devil.
I don't know anything about Diablo. Hi, Normie.
Normie. Normie, love it.
Nintendo normie.
That's right.
Yeah.
Love
This
it.
wasn't on Nintendo.
Oh wait. Technical
No.
difficulties.
Didn't
I'm
Diablo?
not
wasn't it-
dissing you.
Wasn't there some sort of Diablo?
They did
Diablo
put it
on the
consoles
Switch or something?
Yeah, they put it on consoles
Did they?
at one point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, Diablo 2 Resurrected is now available on all platforms.
Is it? Wow.
Pretty sure it's on Switch.
Wonder
Yeah.
how they're gonna do that and playing between PC and different consoles and stuff.
Well, crossplay is something that I feel should be universal, but it sadly
should
is
be.
not.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna
It's
say this
really
right
a bummer.
now. I'm gonna have Adam when you're on the show. I'm gonna
Mhm.
have a custom graphic for you that's gonna come and
Oh,
it's gonna go
Dude, tell me.
hardcore gaming with Adam. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
I love it. You know, I got my Diablo voice, right?
Oh, please tell me more.
Eh,
Let's hear it.
know if Blabs can handle it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is fucking awesome.
Legitimately made me pee my pants a little bit.
Kind of scary, right?
Oh
I
my
love
God.
it.
That's
All right.
I have it titled as Diablo because I hear him
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it.
Only death will save you from me.
Sorry, that's what he says when you enter the room, and you know.
That's
You have to
You
wild.
know
fight
what? He sounds a little more like Duriel than he does Diablo.
Okay, wait, I got this.
Looking for bail.
Yeah, see, it
Was
sounds
that- does it
just
sound
like
like
him.
him?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
You don't worry, guys. You wouldn't know. You guys aren't Diabloists.
No.
I know. I just came up with that word, but clearly, Trav knows good games. All
You
right.
guys aren't involved in the Church of Satan like we are.
whoa! No, Trav, wait, Trav, too far, man, too far.
I like the new term, the Diabloist, the Diablo elitist that we have here. I love everything about that.
Yeah, I just squished them together. It worked.
Yeah.
It's good. It works in a lot of different ways. That's great. Awesome. Let's see. I'm trying to think. We have some Destiny 2 stuff, but at this point, we'd go into that. I think we've gone about an hour now. So now I'm going to we'd have a few more segments for those of you guys on Patreon. But I think we've had a good test. So now it's time to wrap
Yeah.
it up with our wonderful music. I don't know if you guys know this, but I always play this song at the end of every side scrollers, and it will be this way forever. Let's start it. This is it. It's,
I was
I
digging
was
that.
really
though.
excited for that. I was like, oh, news.
No, here it is right here. This is the ending theme from Super Mario Brothers 2, played by the video game pianist Martin Lorne. I don't know if you guys know who that is. You probably don't, but
Nope.
but either way, I love this song. It's outstanding, and this has been an outstanding test. I
that was fun.
Love all this.
Mhm.
This is great, and we get to do this all the time, every day, constantly. With that said, patrons, thanks so much for tuning in today. You
Thank
guys
you.
get a sneak
Thank
peek
you.
of what is to come when we debut Wednesday, February 15th. Blabs will be on that show.
Mhm.
Destin, potentially, he's dealing with baby. He just had baby, so we're gonna figure
Baby.
all that out.
He had baby.
Yeah, baby,
He had
baby
baby.
number 2. That's right. So with that said, make sure you guys tune in. Head over to, obviously, you guys on Patreon. Thank you very much. I would have some sort of larger outro here attached to make sure you're going to Patreon. And I would also be sending you guys to a post show over at Patreon right now at patreon.com/sidescrollers, where we continue to talk about Blabs and Diabloist and how she's going to be a future Diabloist. With that said, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time for another episodes of Side Scrollers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
I'm going to kill that.